Howdy y'all. Well, I only recently did a Mora update, and on that video I got a lot of requests and suggestions from you guys on how I should affix the ferrocerium rod into the handle. I'd mentioned that I had it stuffed in there or taped, and I hadn't quite decided what I was going to do. So I'm going to show you. This is like second coat of Duracoat. I haven't added any of the repair needles or tape or anything back to these. I'm basically just kind of letting this one cure. The only thing I did with it was take out to the woods and use it for a high carbon blade to see if I could strike a spark off a rock. As you can see, I haven't even tried to use the bow drill yet, so the dirt coating is still curing here in the bowl. But the focus today is the update on the tail, and if I can get my handy dandy little magnifying glass out here, I'll show you what I did if the light's right. I took a 1/4 inch bolt and drilled a hole through it as close to center as I could get it, and I've got sticking out a little ways on here, but merely, I'll take it out for you. You can see it's not perfect. In fact, the threads are only on half of the ferro rod. This side has no threads because it started to come in at an angle. I did use a drill press, but I was using a 3/16 bit, which is just under a 1/4 inch, so I didn't have much wiggle room. But it worked out anyway. I don't have this glued in here, it's just pressure fit in there. And I also have several of these blanks, so I can just interchange them. But there's enough thread in there to get in the end. You can see it's still red in there. Basically the plastic, I just kind of went in and backed it off, went in a little bit more. I didn't use a tap or anything like that. So it's something that almost any of you guys could do. Now this version of the Mora is the cheap red one. I don't know the exact model number because that wasn't, where I bought it. I didn't order it by that. It was just on the shelf at a local hardware store. So I couldn't tell you what model it is, but it's a cheaper red one with the big hook here that most people take off. I left that on there. And I believe it's a stick tang, but I believe it only comes halfway. There is a website and probably a couple videos that have the x-rays of the Mora handle, so you can see what kind of tang you have. So I didn't have any issues. What you will see is the hole I drilled, I tried to do it equally, top to bottom, left to right. It's not centered in the square part here, it's centered it as in the whole handle. So it's a little off center from the little lanyard hole, but the hole I drilled goes through the lanyard hole slightly. The lighting can't show that, but it opens it up. And to my surprise, I created a whistle. I'm going to leave this whistle in camera frame here. And I went to blow out pieces of plastic, and if you puff your cheeks out while you blow on this, you'll actually get a whistle. I won't blow it too loud because I think the dogs are going to go crazy, but I mean, I couldn't duplicate this if I wanted to. All I can say is if you have a similar Mora and you want to put a ferrocerium rod in there, the hole is a 3/16 hole and equal from top to bottom, left to right, and it slowly overlaps the lanyard hole. And so now in my Mora, not only do I have the ability to have a bow drill bearing block, I have a whistle, fire starting ferrocerium rod, the blade, and then obviously anything attached to the sheath. So that is my Mora update onto that. I'm very surprised that, again, I couldn't probably duplicate it if I wanted to. If you guys want to try it, let me know. Add a response to this because I was shocked to death, and I think it's a neat little thing. So see if you guys can do it and duplicate it. Obviously wouldn't work on every Mora, but hey, give it a shot. Let me know.